Hi, this is Tracy Leonetti from LBS, your paperwork expert here in France. So I'm live on Facebook and I'm sorry I'm a bit late for those I posted the time, but I've been putting out some problems with the customer for the prefecture. So I think you'll understand why I'm a bit late. So today's subject was to look at the frustrations for small businesses here in France. And over the past few weeks, I've been asking you what the frustrations are, and I've been on a lot of the forums to look at the questions, and I've seen a lot of questions which come back, which really relate to 5 different categories. And I posted this on Facebook earlier today, and I'm sure that a few of you have seen this, and if you haven't, you'll see it later when I post this on Facebook. So 5 categories really of major frustrations. We've got: what are my options for business in France? And what direction should I go in? This is really aimed at people who have small or entrepreneur businesses. These are the frustrations coming through you. Understanding paperwork and how you modify that for addresses and for activities, adding supplementary activities. How much does it cost from a social charges perspective? Not to confuse social charges with tax. And when is a good time to change? The business planning and the numbers. And also, really, it's about getting the right balance as well. So there's been like 5 different categories. So I said today I would look at some of the questions that you've given to me. And the first one, what are my options and what direction to go, is a really key frustration for many people. Just today, I've been answering some questions on one of the Facebook forums and giving some information on that. But if you are an auto-entrepreneur or a micro-entreprise, as it's known now, and you have all these questions going around in your head as to where you want to go with the business, what direction should you change or when, my first advice to you would be to really take a look at your P&L. Have a look what's coming in and what's going out, and just see what the ratio for percentage is. And this is a good indication of if you're in the right regime or not. Obviously, the key reasons for moving out of the auto-entrepreneur is you're going to go over the earnings limit. Maybe you have investors or you want to take the business to the next level. Maybe you're thinking of bringing in associates and things like this. And of course, the business objectives over the next year or 2 years will help you decide that. So really look at your P&L and see how that will help. So for the options, the real key, the first option that people go for often is to take the stay as a micro-entrepreneur but go into the real system. Or another one we were looking at today was, of course, the portage salarial, where you have an umbrella company looking after you. And that is a very good option to go for if you have a lot of costs and don't really want to get into the whole, big RSI problems dealing with your paperwork. So this umbrella company is a good one to go for if you've got very high costs and don't want to look after the paperwork. That could be a solution, but you need to look at everything else as well. The second one, understanding paperwork, modifying addresses and activities. Of course, that can be done, but it has to be done officially. The best website to go is the l'autoentrepreneur.fr. And this one, they will send you to a link to modify or even close your business from there. And modify, you can modify the address, you can modify the activity. They have the dates you can put in there. So it really is not too complicated. Then it validates through the website, or you can print it off and send it. The only thing to be careful of is with the Chambre de Métier. If you have a service business, it's sometimes quicker just to go in and see them in the Salon de Var. And if, for example, you're going from a liberal activity to a whole shop, boutique type thing, then you have to think about doing with the Chambre de Commerce, because, of course, of the whole Tribunal de Greffe that you have to contact. So it's not too complicated, especially changing your address, very easy on the l'autoentrepreneur.fr. How much will it cost and when do I pay? So really, it's quite simple if you're an entrepreneur. You have a fixed social charge to just take. If you're a liberal activity or if you're a service, it would be 23% approximately. If you're a boutique or a commercial enterprise, then it would be 13% approximately. Fixed fee, paid every month, every trimester. Okay, very easy. If you go into the next opportunity, the next level, it would be count about 50%, really, to be on the safe side. 50% of your net, okay, not of the gross, of the net. Business planning. And why? Business planning, it's the best way to look at that is your P&L once again. Go to your P&L, look at what you're bringing in, look at what's going out, and make sure you plan for the next 2 or 3 years ahead. Put the numbers in a spreadsheet. If they're there, you're going to follow these calls that keep ringing me. Sorry, customers ringing. Sorry, customers, I'll call you back later. And then the balance, work-life balance. Well, for me, if your business is what you're passionate about, then it doesn't seem to be a balance. You know, be passionate about what you're doing. What was the expression I had very recently, actually, when I was talking to a friend? Turn your profession into a passion. That was it. I think that is an excellent way of saying it. If you love what you're doing, then the work-life balance will become easier. Really, if you find in yourself in a situation you've got all of these questions and you're just juggling them around and you're not quite sure what to do, the ideal scenario is to take yourself to a way where you can concentrate on your business and stop wasting time with these questions. So the ideal solution is me. I'm here. So the Serenity Club is here to help small businesses like yourself deal with all these questions and problems without having to spend time on the internet, on the Auto-Entrepreneur profile, looking at forums. That's what the Serenity Club is about, is making your life serene. Okay, so if you really don't want to deal with it, come and speak to us. And if you are still dealing with it on your own, I hope some of the tips have helped you. And also check my Facebook page out, because I'll be putting more information about the Serenity Club to try and make your life better. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, pop them in the box below and I will always be answering on the forums. Okay, take care. Bye.